Hi there. In this lesson, we'll talk about mining organic result prospects. This is a method that you can use if you don't have the budget for lead services. No problem at all. We'll do a little lead prospecting of our own. We're going to use a tool called the MOZ bar, which you can download from this URL, moz.com/mozbar. And once you do that, you'll see the MOZ bar appear in the toolbar menu designated with an M. You'll be able to turn that off and on as you please. We'll go through the practice of prospecting for clients by industry. On your screen right now, you can see 9 steps. This is a process that you can use to find potential clients, and we're going to go through each step one by one. It starts with searching a keyword in your targeted industry and then performing a MOZbar export, and then performing that export for several keywords. We'll then take that export, sort it by ranking position, analyze it, and take some of those domains and compare them in Keyword Explorer, find some brand new sites, and then compile all those potential prospects together. So we're going to go through each step one by one. So let's start with that very first step. Search a keyword in our targeted industry. Now, this is a list of a few high lifetime customer value industries. For this lesson and this example, I'll choose orthodontics. So you'll go to Google and search your keyword or topic. For this example, I searched dental braces. Next, we'll perform a keyword MOZbar export. So we've searched our keyword. Now we're going to perform a MOZbar export. So to do that, after you search a keyword, you'll click on the MOZbar up there in the toolbar. And when you open the MOZbar, this tray appears up here at the top. The first thing you can do is set the MOZbar to see the results in a location. Now this will default to Google US non-personalized, but if you'd like to change and see results in a specific location, you can do so. So let's say, for example, I'm in Chicago, but my client or my company's location is in Seattle. I can change the location to see the results for Seattle. Now there's one other thing that you'll want to do as well. One other setting you'll want to change is your Google search settings. So click on Settings in Google, and from the drop-down menu, select Search Settings. You'll land on this screen, and then under Results per Page, select 50. Now you'll scroll down to the bottom of this screen and click on Save. Now we'll see 50 results on the first page of Google instead of 10, which will make our export more comprehensive. Now, back on the search engine results page, if you scroll down to the organic results, you can take a look at the search engine results page and see who's ranking organically. With the MOZbar turned on, you'll see these black bars underneath each result with data. This will help you quickly see the landscape for this topic. And you'll remember the topic that we're searching right now is dental braces. So let's zoom in on one of these results. Here's what it looks like zoomed in. You can see the metrics of each site that's ranking organically right here while you're in Google. So let's talk about some of these metrics. You see PA and DA. DA is domain authority. That's a MOZ metric on a scale of 1 to 100 that gives you an idea of how well a website ranks. And it's based on backlinks to this domain. So the domain authority for mouthhealthy.org is 67. PA is similar. It's page authority. It's a MOZ metric, also on a scale of 1 to 100, but it gives you an idea of how well a page will rank, and it's based on backlinks to this specific page. Now you'll see some other metrics here as well. We see approximately 671,000 links and approximately 14,000 RDs. This means that this domain, mouthhealthy.org, is receiving approximately 671,000 backlinks, and those backlinks are coming from approximately 13,885 root domains. Now, if we look at page authority metrics, we can see that this page, this braces page, is receiving 1,519 backlinks, And those backlinks are coming from 195 root domains. So all of these metrics give you some idea of how powerful a website and a page is, and how much the site has worked on building content and backlinks to their site. The higher the domain authority and page authority, the more powerful it is. Now let's get back to our topic at hand. At the top of the search engine results page, you'll see this export button in the tray. And when you click on that, it will export the top 50 results for dental braces into a CSV. In this CSV, you can see the position, the URL, the title and meta description of the page, domain authority, page authority, etc. That export takes 30 seconds. So let's move on to the next step, which is performing that exact same action for several similar queries that fall under that topic. So we looked up dental braces and performed that export. Now we're going to look up braces cost and adult braces. And I want to export the results for all of these keyword variants, anything that might fall under that topic. So now I have 3 separate exports, and each export is 50 results. I'm going to take these 3 CSVs and combine them into one giant CSV. So that's what we have here. I now have the top 50 results for 3 different keywords all compiled into one spreadsheet for a total of 150 rows. So this is just kind of the landscape of dental braces, adult braces, braces cost. Now we can move on to our next step, which is sorting that spreadsheet by rank position. So back in our spreadsheet, we'll go to column A and sort by rank position. So now you'll see approximately 3 results for each position. So for example, we have 3 results for position 0, 1 for each of those keywords that we looked up. Now position 0 indicates SERP features such as featured snippets, knowledge cards, things like that. But then we see 3 results for position 1, for position 2, etc. Now what we can do is analyze the results after the first page of Google. What does the landscape for this particular topic look like after the first page of Google? So in order to do that, in your spreadsheet, you're going to highlight the top row, which is your headers, and freeze it. You can do this in Excel or a Google spreadsheet that you're working on. Go ahead and freeze your header row. Now what you'll do is scroll down to the results that start at position 11, which would be the second page of Google. Because the click-through rate drops so dramatically when a site ranks after the first page, many of these sites are missing out on traffic simply because they're ranking on the second page of Google. That click-through rate drops to below 1.5% once a website is ranking on the second page of Google. However, these sites do have potential because they do have some visibility, albeit very low, in the search engines. Let's take a look. So let's start by looking at column H, which is domain authority. High domain authority sites are often national sites or publications and are not likely to need SEO. They may already have in-house digital marketing. Here I'm seeing sites with domain authorities that are quite high from Time Magazine, Medicine Net, Cosmopolitan, Woman's Day, Wikipedia, etc. These sites have domain authorities in the 80s, the 90s. They probably already have dedicated full-time SEO. So what we'll do is browse through this list to find sites that could be ideal clients. Sites that appear in the range of roughly ranking between 11 and 30 might be ideal clients. So here we can see some sites that I've highlighted that are ranking on the second page of Google, and their domain authorities are in the 30s, which means that with a little bit of help, they could possibly achieve first page ranking. So now what we'll do is take a deeper look at some of these sites and what other keywords they're ranking for and see if there's any potential. And then also see how important that keyword is to their organic traffic compared to some of the other keywords and other domains. So, as I said, we've selected a few sites that might be worth looking at. For example, in row 35 here, they're ranking at position 11. VF Dental might be a great prospect. They're ranking on the second page of Google at position 11. Let's take a look at their domain in Keyword Explorer. So we'll head over to Keyword Explorer. You can find it under the MOZ Pro menu. It's that very first research tool. Change that drop-down over on the left to root domain so that you can view all of the keywords an entire domain is ranking for. And then enter your domain from the spreadsheet that you'd like to analyze. Again, in this example, I'm entering vfdental.com, that site that was ranking number 11. Now, when you enter a domain, you'll see some information here on the site overview page. We see the number of keywords the site is ranking for, the number of keywords in top positions, their page authority and domain authority. We see the top 5 ranking keywords, and then down there at the bottom, you'll see all ranking keywords. Click on that. This will give you a list of all of the keywords this domain is ranking for. Now, this particular domain is ranking for 367 keywords. If this domain were ranking for thousands of keywords, we might want to use these filters up here at the top, the ranking, difficulty, or volume filters, to narrow down that list. So here we can see all of the keywords that this domain is ranking for, where they're ranking, and then we see difficulty and volume. Now, volume is the approximate number of searches per month for this exact match keyword, and difficulty is on a scale of 1 to 100 that tells you how difficult it is to rank on the first page of Google for that keyword. That's based on the domain authorities of the sites that are already ranking. Now, this list is going to default by ranking position. So here we see all of the keywords that VF Dental is ranking number 1 for, the highest ranking keywords first. This is where their strengths are. However, we can sort by keyword volume with the highest volume keywords first, and take a look at those high volume keywords and where this domain ranks for those keywords. In this case, they're ranking for over 300 keywords. They have a domain authority of 31, so they have some potential to possibly rank for more of these higher volume keywords. We can see, for example, they rank number 10 for wisdom teeth removal, and this is an extremely high volume keyword. They have a little bit of potential here. Their domain authority is a 31. They're already ranking number 10. The difficulty is a 39, which is a little bit difficult, but not impossible. Here we see impacted tooth. They're ranking number 8 already. This is a high volume keyword, and it has a difficulty of 36. So we see some potential here. Potential to improve SEO makes an ideal client for an agency. We can see another one down here, dental retainer. Again, a pretty good volume. They're ranking at number 14. This has a bit of a higher difficulty of 41, but there might be some potential there as well. Now we can also see if any of the keywords that we searched, now you'll remember we searched dental braces, braces cost, and adult braces. We can see if those are big traffic drivers based on the keyword volume and the ranking position. Remember that the first page of Google, or the top 10 results, are where almost all of the clicks happen. Now what we can do is compare multiple domains in Keyword Explorer. We looked up VF Dental, but let's compare multiple domains side by side. So we'll go back to that spreadsheet and choose 2 more sites that are in the same domain authority range, ranking around the same position and may be considered a competitor. This way we can compare apples to apples side by side. In this example, I've already searched VF Dental. They're ranking at number 11 with a domain authority of 31. I'll also search Diamond Braces. They're ranking at number 13 with a domain authority of 31. And then King Orthodontics, which is ranking at number 17 and has a domain authority of 28. So I'm going to go back to Keyword Explorer, go back to that exact same screen in Keyword Explorer, and enter those next 2 domains, and then click on Compare Sites. Here we can see these 3 domains side by side. We have VF Dental in blue, King Orthodontics in orange, and Diamond Braces in green. We can see if there's overlap, and if so, where it is. And if we scroll down on this page, we can see a list of all of the keywords that VF Dental is ranking for, as well as where the other 2 domains are ranking. And take a look at the volume and difficulty. Now, I suggest starting off by sorting by monthly volume to look at those high volume keywords first and see which domains are ranking for those high volume keywords. However, you could also sort by difficulty with the lowest difficulty score first. Look for some easy opportunities amongst the 3 domains. Is there potential for any of these domains to rank? And does one of these domains maybe stand out? Let's take a look at a couple of keywords specifically. Here I see some examples of keywords that have a low difficulty, a decent volume, and none of these sites are ranking number 1. This means potential for improvement. Again, an ideal SEO client has potential. So if we look at gold braces, for example, VF Dental, King Orthodontics, Diamond Braces, none of them are ranking very high. It's got a fairly low difficulty score and a decent volume. Pediatric oral surgeon, again, a decent volume, and that's an extremely low difficulty score of 4. Those single-digit difficulty scores are basically low-hanging fruit. Now, of course, the keyword would have to be relevant. We would have to make sure that those 3 companies offer that specific service, but we can see they're all ranking very low, and it would be easy to get any of these domains into the top 10 with a difficulty score of 4. Same with expose and bond. So we've compared multiple domains in Keyword Explorer. Now let's look for some new sites. This is another way to prospect. We can look for low-hanging fruit, which might be new or low domain authority sites. To do so, we'll go back to that same spreadsheet. This time, we're going to sort by column H, which is domain authority, with the lowest domain authority sites first. Single-digit domain authority sites are often new and they have a lot of room for improvement. Now, you may want to be aware, these are often also one-person companies and they may not have the budget for SEO. So what you'll need to do is research these sites and see if they might be in need of your services. And don't forget, you'll want to consider their lifetime customer value as well. Last, you'll want to start compiling your potential prospects grouped by industry. This way you can easily reference this list when you're ready to take on new clients. And in fact, you'll go through this process for each industry, keeping a separate folder for each one. So that's your process for mining organic prospects by industry. Hope that helps. Thank you.